Kashav and welcome my hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all doing well. God bless each and every one of you. So I've moved into a new house. What do you all think of my new house, my new background? I've upgraded myself from my old cottage into a new fancy studio, a new fancy office. Let me know what you think in the live chat. Do you think it's any good? I can teleport myself back to the old cottage here too. So let me see what button to press. Which one do you prefer? This one or no? That's not that one. This one? No, I'm pressing the wrong button here. Hold on. we're trying a few ones here. Hold on. The old cottage. There we go. That one there, right? So that old cottage or my new office. Old cottage or my new office. So I am just teleporting back and forward there. Sound is low. Right. Sounds a bit low. Right, why is that? Oh, you know what the problem is? I don't have my everyone's already everyone's already saying the old cottage. Does it sound a bit better now? So it should be a bit hotter now. You prefer the old cottage, or just prefer the fancy new place? Let me see here. The cottage. You prefer the cottage? I was saying to my tech guys, like I'm telling you, everyone will be happy. Everyone will be happy with the old cottage. I know. I went from peasant farmers to a rich professor. I know. Rich professional. I know. I like the cottage myself, but it's a bit of a laugh anyway. So you tell me what you think. Oh, that's not at all in the dark. There you go. There, new professional office or back to the old ways. So good stuff. Let me know in the live chat what you think. So look, welcome to the live stream, everybody. My name is Niall McConnell. I'm from Castlefin, County Donegal, Ireland. If you're new to the show, please subscribe. We've got a lot to discuss tonight. This new radical sex education that's been coming into primary schools. The presidential election. Will Maria Steen get on the ballot? Migrant attacks in Ireland. Africans complaining again on social media. Lots to discuss tonight. Look, let's put a poll right in, because there's people saying, "Oh, the professional look looks better." Start a question. Which backdrop is better? How do I add? Oh no, start Q&A. That's not very good. What the hell did I just do? I'm going to delete that. Hold on a minute here. What is going on here? End Q&A. No, it's not a Q&A. It's a poll. How do I do a poll? Oh, sorry, poll. Sorry. Question. Which backdrop do you prefer? Old cottage or modern room? Okay, let's start the poll. Let the people decide. Democracy in action here. All right. I'm not voting for president. We don't need or can afford. Traditional house is Jerome, right? Well, let's see what everyone's saying. 85% are already saying, well, let a few more people vote. Old cottage is... I'm not going to say anything. You can decide, right? Right. Look, let's get into tonight's action. We're going to say a large prayer, Skilliga, and then you can please join us. And then I'm not to fact spread Neve, amen. Arnya Haratar now. Go ni for Daniel, go dada the rate. Go yander the Holland Talav Marianter now. Ar nar na hul trodun you. Ox might in our fecta. Mara why have been star fecta na fian. Ac na election a gahu. Ac seer shin ulk, amen. Nanya Manahargs effect August spread Neve, amen. Okay, everybody, welcome to tonight's show. Thank you so much for joining me. So people are saying old cottage I'll let you decide. I'll not give an opinion on it. Okay, look, welcome to the live chat, everybody. Zero, thanks for moderating. How do I close this thing here? Whatever. Dan Breen, 1916, good to see you. Siobhan, what about you? Let me know in the live chat where you're all from too, please. We're broadcasting live on a number of platforms today. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc., etc. The old gaff new looks good. Yeah, I saw if someone in the live chat, or if I see people, Shauna there, a lady called Shauna, said there was an incident in Derry with a foreign man with a knife. I didn't hear anything. If you know more about this than me, please let me know. Let me know more in the live chat there, Shauna, if that's all right. Yeah, so you're from Derry, you would hear what's going on. See, I haven't heard what has happened in Derry. There was an article there published yesterday that was an incident in a school, but I think it was in lockdown, the school, but I haven't seen anything since, so please let me know. Let me see, is my video need changed into it? I didn't configure video. Hold on a wee minute here. Where's the settings for this thing? No, it should be saved there. It's not too bad. Okay. Knife attack in Kerry. Oh, I'm going to cover that in Kerry, but there was one in Derry as well. Derry and Kerry. Aaron Brown says, New Jersey, this past Sunday we had a huge Irish festival down at the beach. It felt great to be surrounded by so many people with a shared heritage and love for it. Good man, Aaron. Hopefully you're recruiting some people first. Maybe you should get some papers and hand them out to fellow Irish patriots. Aaron, get in contact with me through the website. Press the contact button on my website and we'll have a chat. Because I know you're always in the live chat. Good man, Aaron. Okay, look, let's get into tonight's action, right? Okay, what do we need to press here? Okay, now this article is about this new radical sex ed that's coming into primary schools. Another conspiracy theory comes a fact. Children in 5th and 6th class will learn about different sexual orientations, including homosexuality and bisexuality. Now we're going to watch a wee video here as well from JK London. Do you not know or do you not care? Let's have a wee watch in here.
With the children's section of the library and the school books. And if you don't know, not know, or do you not care? We have been campaigning relentlessly for the last 4 years about the horrific, inappropriate content in both the children's section of the library and the school books. And if you don't know, we can help you with the information that is out there. We have all of the books and we've exposed many throughout our podcast. You can visit our channel on naturalwomenscouncil.com. If you don't care, the only advice I have is to get a mirror. And that's not a mirror on the wall, because if you look at a mirror on the wall, you're only going to see the external flaws, and we all have those. Take the mirror off the wall and look deep inside yourself and ask, why, if you know something isn't right, are you not taking action? Is being othered, is caring about what people think, getting the invites to the mommy coffee mornings more important than your children's safety and well-being? Take a deep look inside and ask why you're not taking action if you know something is not right. And let me give you an example of some of the content I'm talking about. Because despite the media trying to vilify us and call us far right or Nazis or full of hate or transphobic bigots, which I deny all of those labels, let's talk about the content, because the labels deflect from the content. Content in the libraries. We found books that were teaching children aged 12 to use the dating sex app Grindr. To upload their photo, it marks their location and they can meet adult homosexuals in their area. Would you be okay with that for your age 12? I wouldn't be as a mother. We found other books teaching children that puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones can be ordered online. And there were pictures of how to do those injections. Most parents wouldn't be happy with children ordering drugs online and injecting themselves. There were books with highly sexual content teaching children about things like fisting, handies, blowies, anal sex, and more. This is for age 12. And remember that the age of consent for sex is 18. You're an adult, 18. In the school books, children are taught that they can be a boy, girl, neither, or both, presented to them in a very friendly, child-friendly way by the genderbread person. Or they can be non-binary, pansexual, bisexual, or more. Just whatever the day is, they can pick their gender because apparently it's fluid. However, the decisions they make are permanent. If a child becomes gender confused based on what they're taught in school, it can lead them down to an irreversible path of puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and surgeries. Your child is too young to consent to that. There's a reason there's an age for a child to be allowed to drive a car, or adult, I should say, drive a car, get a tattoo, vote, and more. So why is it they can make these lifelong decisions pushed onto them by their parents? So if you don't know, visit naturalwomenscouncil.com. Our YouTube channel has so much information on there.
This is the sexualization. This is the grooming of our children. This is completely and utterly demonic, satanic. Our parents, our Irish parents, have to wake up to what's being taught in our schools. In my opinion, we have no option but to homeschool. We cannot be sending our children to schools to be getting indoctrinated, brainwashed, and sexualized and groomed like this. This has to stop. So why there's this new curriculum coming out now for 5th and 6th classes. Like, I've been doing this for highlighting this radical sex ed agenda in Ireland, but like, it's coming from America. It's coming into all Western countries, Sweden, UK, etc. Sexualizing our children, it's just not on. It's unacceptable, and parents need to stand up. Enough is enough. Okay, look, we've got lots to cover tonight. Let's move on to the presidential election here. Now, there is a lady called Maria Steen who is running in the elections. No, sorry, actually, I meant to get it back. There's a lady called Maria Steen who's trying to get on the ballot to run as president. Now, she is, in my opinion, the best candidate that we can get. She's very good in a number of things. She's pro-life. She's Catholic. She's married with 5 children, doing her bit for the Irish birth rate. She campaigned for women there in the last 2 referendums, stopped that. There was 2 referendums. Remember when Sinn Féin supported all that, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, they all supported, this whole gender ideology nonsense, taking women out of the constitution. She stood up against that. And now she's not nowhere near strong enough in immigration. I agree with you there, but she is definitely the best of the lot. Let's play a wee clip here of what she has to say. Maria Steen says Catholic schools should never give into pressure to allow pro-choice, pro-abortion presentations to pupils. Let's play this clip here.
I don't need to tell you if the gospel of life is more often than not heard in Catholic schools. In fact, many schools that call themselves Catholic allow or even promote teachings which are contrary to the gospel of life. This may sometimes be the result of campaigns by parents for pro-choice presentations, for example, but Catholic institutions should never condone or facilitate this, no matter what kind of pressure they come under. We're also citizens of this country, and we should not shirk from taking part in the life of the country and evangelize by example. Perhaps it could be on social media or in college or in the workplace, but we are called to be witnesses, to proclaim the gospel in season and out of season, to refuse any compromise that might conform us to the world's way of thinking. We must be in the world, but not of the world, neither fearing hostility nor unpopularity, but drawing our strength from the author of life, the book tells us.
So I like a lot what she has to say. Again, she's Catholic, she's pro-life, she campaigned against the gay marriage, she campaigned against abortion. She ticks a lot of boxes, just needs to really tighten up the immigration stuff, but she needs to be on the ballot. Let me know in the live chat what you think. Yeah, smart, articulate, principled, you'd be a great president. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Yeah, Dan Breen says Maria Steen homeschools her kids. She knows the score. Yeah, well, there you go. Smart woman. Another check on the... Another check ticked. It's rigged. She doesn't have a chance. Well, she's 2 nominations away, isn't it, of right now? Let me see. Is there any update on that? I think she has to get 2 nominations by tonight. Midnight. The whole thing's rigged, like. Let me see if I see anything on Twitter. Oh, excuse me. Catherine Connolly makes a statement that implies she's happy for those who endorse her to nominate Maria Steen. So interesting. I still think she'll get on the ballot. Let's move on here, right? Let's get this clip ready to go here for you. A Muslim cleric who runs a company that grants halal certification says Irish people should stop complaining about halal products.
I'm visiting Malaysia on behalf of Europe's leading accredited halal certification body. And my aim as an Irish citizen and also an Irish entrepreneur is to support Irish economy and Irish businesses and to facilitate trade between Ireland and Malaysia and other countries. And as an Irish citizen who also owns an Irish business that facilitates trade between Ireland and other countries and ensures that global halal standards are met, I'm here to participate in this Global Halal Summit. Make one thing very clear to those people that talk about halal, but don't know that Ireland has had halal slaughter since the 1980s, where there were factories in Ballyhonus by Mr. Rafiq, and Ireland has been an exporter of halal meat across the globe, specifically in the Middle East, but also into Europe. And it helps Irish businesses, Irish economy. And the only difference between halal and non-halal slaughter, in both situations, the abattoirs, animals are unalived. There is bloodshed. But the only difference between halal slaughter and non-halal slaughter in Ireland is that in halal slaughter, the person that unalives the animal happens to be a Muslim, has to be a Muslim slaughter. That's the only difference. There is no other difference.
Yeah, and they say a prayer too. They do their Muslim prayers. It's, if you're a Catholic, if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to be eating halal meat. This is a Christian country. This is not an Islamic country. They're trying to Islamify us, trying to Islamify our animals, what we eat. No to halal food. Is completely and utterly barbaric to the action of halal slaughter. And so is kosher slaughter as well. We should say no to halal slaughter, no to halal meat. Our children are eating halal meat in schools. You need to check when you go to do your grocery shopping, look at the meat. Is it halal slaughtered? Be really, really aware of this. Be conscious about what you're eating. Let me go to the live chat to see what you all think. She needs 2 more to nominate herself. Yeah, you're talking about Maria. Watch how animals are slaughtered by halal. They suffer horrifically. Yeah, they slit their throats, don't they? Yeah, where's the profits going? You're right there. It's not only the animals. Yeah, where's the profits going? Good point. Very good point. Right, let's get this next clip up for you here, right? Just before we do, I suppose, look, if anybody's new to the show, please subscribe, share the videos with all your friends and family. Let it go over to Facebook. We're getting good numbers on Facebook now. Um, Shauna Porter says, suspect was arrested but no further info, Niall. My dad watches you. He's from Derry. Good stuff. Well, if your dad's watching, hello, Mr. Porter or Shauna's father. Either or both. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, look, if you're new to the show, please subscribe, as I said already. Share these videos with your friends and family. It costs you nothing to do that. If you want to support our work, there's a number of things you can do. You can join as a member. You can join from anywhere in the world. Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia. This is the membership pack that every member gets in the post. You get this beautiful membership badge here, the official Shield and Heron membership badge. You'll get this Who We Are booklet describing what we are all about. You also get our framed proclamation. And you also get the Irish tricolour flag. All these things are part of the membership pack and the membership card. You can join now from anywhere in the world. Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia. Join by clicking the link in the description or clicking the link in my bio of my profile, no matter where you're watching. Okay, everybody. Let's keep her lit. Now we've got more stuff to discuss, more videos to play. Let me see now what we've got next. So, a Nigerian woman living in Ireland isn't happy about seeing Irish flags everywhere and wants to educate the Irish on the real meaning of our flag. This will be interesting.
There is a debate about the use of Irish flag by anti-immigration campaigners across the country. People are putting up Irish flag, making it look as though they are marking their territory as people who are anti-immigration. Something that is intimidating and is just creating the wrong impression of what Irish flag really represent. And some of the known far-right activists have also expressed their support for these type of flags to be put in people's in around the street or in the homes, just to mark the areas that people feel that to show that they are anti-immigrant. A lot of people are saying that Ireland doesn't really represent those type of things. That is not what Irish a flag is meant for, and there's a concern that if this is allowed to carry on, the identity, the real meaning behind the Irish flag will be defeated. And these also, people are saying they need to reclaim the identity of Irish flag. Some people are suggesting that the council should just go and put up more Irish flags so that you can neutralize the message of anti-migrant.
Oh, I've heard enough. Can you imagine a load of Irish going to Nigeria and Nigerians are putting up Nigerian flags, their national flag, and the Irish complaining and lecturing the Nigerians, take down that flag, that's racist, how dare you? It would be unthinkable. Unthinkable. Where do these people get the audacity? Where do these people get the sense of entitlement that Africans can lecture us, the Irish people, the custodians of people of this land, the people who own Ireland, because Ireland belongs to the Irish at the end of the day, no? Who do these people think they are, lecturing us in our own country that we can put up our own, that we should not be putting up our own national flag? Look, I've got one thing to say to you. If you don't like it, go back to Nigeria. If you don't like it, go back home. You seem to love white countries so much. If you hate white people in white countries so much, go back to Africa. You're wearing white people. You're wearing a white wig, white woman's hair. You're wearing our white clothes, white makeup, driving our white cars, engineered cars, driving on white people's roads. If you don't like it, go back home. Stop whinging and complaining. I'll pay the ticket for you if you want. As a parting gift. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you get a Nigerian passport, you are Nigerian. Yes, that's how it works, don't you know? Nigeria has banned all white people from advertising and marketing. My shock. Right, let's see what else we've got in store for you here now. Right, because a lot of people have been talking about this today. Here we go. A foreigner swinging massive blades against an Irish fella. He is lucky to be alive. Now, this is Tralee, County Kerry. Let's have a wee watch here.
Stop it! We'll break it up, we'll break it up. Yes, sir, yes, sir, stop, stop. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's a good carry name, isn't it? Yes, sir. You know, there's been a follow-up too here. This video was posted just there now. Let's see. Let's play this clip here. Tralee. The suspect posted to their Snapchat shortly after their assault and stated they would see them again at school and would have a surprise for you. It's shockingly how rapidly Irish society has declined in years. Let's play this clip again. I guess it's the same kind of video, but a different angle.
Leave.
I need the guard in.
And here you have him saying, I'll see you again and again in your school. You're home every day, a surprise for you. Can't even speak English. Terrible grammar, but no surprise there. Yasser Ramadan. Yeah. There you go. Good Fenian name. Diversity is our strength, isn't it? Isn't it just wonderful? This is the multiculturalism we were always promised. You know what I mean? I'm not Irish, but I'm proud of you now. Irish should be more like you. Our farewell Ireland we know and love. They love being African, just not living in Africa. That's a good point there. That is a good point. Okay. Another interesting clip here, right, for you. Look what happens when you ask Virgin Media News and RTE News about missing children in Ireland. Since the start of 2025, there are now 36 missing children in Ireland, mostly migrants. The media ask no questions, and when someone else does, they smear you, discredit you with lies. Why? You tell me. Let's play this clip here now, right?
You don't report on all the children that are going missing. 24 migrant children in the month of January alone. How come RTE and Virgin Media don't report on those children going missing? What do you think they're going missing for? Wouldn't be sex trafficking by any chance?
After this encounter with Virgin Media reporter Paul Quinn and RTE reporter Fergal O'Brien, where Suzanne Delaney asks about missing migrant children, RTE reports that Suzanne believes that there is a hidden state conspiracy to kidnap and or disappear children. These were the words of failed RTE journalists Jack McCarran and Mark Coughlin, trying to make Suzanne sound crazy, but Suzanne simply wanted to know why this serious issue is not being highlighted more regularly by the media. So, is there any truth in what Suzanne is asking about? Well, this is an article in thejournal.ie from last year, and this one is from RTE. The truth is, Suzanne never suggested there's a state conspiracy to kidnap or disappear children. So why are RTE primetime journalists claiming that she has? Why did it seem to be implying that there are no missing children? And why has primetime labelled myself and Suzanne as, quote, extreme nationalists and racists for highlighting serious matters relating to migrant children's welfare? Have we touched a nerve? We leave that for you to decide.
You don't report on all the children.
So there you go. More lies by the mainstream media, RTE, fake news and Virgin Media. Complete rascals, a lot of them. Completely covering up the fact that they're little migrant pets. Migrant children are gone missing in Ireland. And more than likely sex trafficked in Ireland. You know? It's just disgusting what's happening in Ireland. Our borders are wide open. Human trafficking is happening now. Children are being trafficked into Ireland. And not a word about it from the mainstream media. How's everybody doing in the live chat? Let me go there quickly. Any questions in the comments, please let me know. Let me go to Facebook first, right, to see what everyone's saying. John McKeon, good to see you, John. Thanks for joining us. Niall, the march in Dublin was a disgrace from the foreigners. We don't need them pumping their religion down our throats in Irish soil. Halal, are they worried? Not worried about halal when it comes to taking medication, antibiotics, etc., which contains animal products, even pigs. Keep the goats away from him, is Norma. Hi. Good man, Random. Thanks for moderating. 02, that's yourself. Thanks for moderating. All right, everybody. Look, thanks so much for tuning in again. If you're new to the show, please subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. At the very least, you can do subscribe and share these videos. Cost you nothing to do it. If you want to support our work, you can join as a member now. Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement and the whole island of Ireland. This is a membership pack each member will receive. You can join from anywhere in the world. Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia. You get this beautiful membership badge, the Who We Are booklet, the historic 1916 Freedom Proclamation. You also get the Irish tricolour flags and this membership card. You can join now by scrolling down below the video, clicking the link in the description, or clicking the link in my bio to join as member now. Support our work. Another thing you can do is support our flag fund. We distribute thousands of flags at all these protests all over Ireland. Here we are in Dublin, handing out flags. This is in County Louth, RD, County Donegal, Bundoran, Dublin again. We handed flags, all these protests. We handed placards, banners, signs, newspapers, etc. But we can't do those without you. If you want to chip in a little €10 donation, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've also started the national campaign to raise the tricolour. Thousands of flags are getting dispatched to put up on lampposts all over Ireland, but we can't do this without you. Scroll down below the video, click the link in the description, chip in now from anywhere in the world, or click the link in my bio no matter where you're watching. Support our work now. All right, everybody. Look, thanks so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. It's an honour and privilege to bring you these shows from Castlefin, County Donegal. And I will see you all again soon. We'll be live probably Sunday. We live stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays at 8 p.m. So, make sure you write that in your calendars. And I will see you all again soon. God bless you all. Aaron Gobrad.